Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do a video of this Dodge Durango. I got a 2014 Durango Hemi 5.7 all-wheel drive limited. I'm going to tow this trailer from Seattle all the way to Florida, Orlando. And I'm going to do a little review and see how this thing does, and see like if you guys trying to tow your Durango with some trailer. That's gonna give you some kind of idea, based from my experience, to see how it handles. So what I got here is a 16-foot trailer, cargo trailer. It's 7,000 pounds, so 3,500 pound axles, and I got it loaded to the roof. I think it's up there closer to 7,000 with all the cargo weight. I'm gonna open the doors for a second, show you, but it's, as you can see, it's kind of slammed in the back, squatting a little bit, even more than a little bit, a lot of weight. I spent a lot of time trying to reorganize, putting heavy weights in the back, not to have a lot of ton weight. So I tried to put like lighter stuff in the front, like the grill and like boxes and clothes and light stuff. And also what I got is I bought myself on Amazon, I bought a anti-sway bar. I'm gonna show you how it works. One of these. I think it really saved my life. It helped me a lot. Let me show you. Let me close this. I got some cats here. So as you can see, we got the back stuffed as well. I got a go-kart here. I got a bunch of stuff. I got 3 cats and a lot of stuff loaded up. I got a compressor there, so quite a bit of weight. So let me show you how this works. This really saved my life. I think I can really tell the difference. So I welded a little plate on my tow hitch with a small ball like this, and this came with the kit. So this came with that, with the bracket and this ball, all the hardware kits and the ball. So I just had to buy the little plate separately at a truck shop. So this goes here like that, and this basically goes here. And then these pins, let me show you. These pins, they of course go on the sides, on each side, like that. And you can tighten how stiff you want it. So basically there's a bolt, it compresses this plate up against this, so this doesn't slide much. So you can adjust how tight it is. So I just usually do, like, when it's loose like this, I do 2 full circles, and then on the highway it's really solid. And of course this you have to put on like on the on-ramp and the off-ramp when you get on or get off the freeway, because in the city this is just locked up, so makes a lot of noise and you don't want that. So throw this on once you're getting on the freeway or getting off the freeway. Take it back off, and this pin goes here, so the balls get held in place like so. Let me take it off. I gotta drive in the city a little bit. Hold on, I'll pause this for a second. So like I said, the sway bar really helps on the freeway. Like if you got semi trucks passing you, or the larger car passes you, you can just feel the whole trailer just sway. But with the bar, basically the Durango acts kind of like solid, the same one piece with the trailer as well. So the whole thing can shake, it sways, if any sway, and it's a lot more controllable and not as scary, so a lot safer. So the trailer is packed to the roof, obviously. A bunch of heavy stuff, whatever I could fit. I'm moving to Florida from Seattle, so it's back to the roof. I don't even want to open the back because I'm afraid stuff might fall out. So, but it's also stuffed everywhere across. I got the more heavier stuff over the axles, lighter stuff in the front, and hope that drives better when you lock this up. And originally when I got this Durango, it came lowered springs, and they had like 24-inch rims. So I actually ended up buying stock springs for the back to raise it back up like the way it's supposed to be stock, and I bought some stock wheels and tires. But even now, even then, it's still super slim, super low. So yeah, it's not quite tucking, but it's like 1 inch, 1 finger, if that. So let's go drive it. I'll let you guys know. I'll keep you posted, see how it handles. This is what I've been doing. I set the cruise control on to whatever speed I want, like 66 or 70. And then when there's a slight hill coming up, like this, I just downshift to like a 5th or 6th gear with the paddle shifters. My transmission is an 8-speed automatic, so You just get to play with it. When it's flat, go to 6th or 7th. If it's down the hill, I just cruise it in 8th gear, 8 speed. So you'll get the hang of it. If it's a sharp, steep climb, 5th, 4th gear. I don't want to push the RPM like over 4,000. Just stay under 4. 3.5 is like the tops. I mean, it can handle more, but just to be safer, so nothing happens. It's a 3,200 mile road trip, and I want to make sure things don't break. So that's what I've been doing. Hey, you can't park there.
Okay, so we'll go back and get the...
So I got a little update for you guys. We made it to Kansas yesterday. Actually, the day before yesterday, and we had a little issue. My rear CV axle ripped. The boot ripped at some point earlier, so I was losing all the grease. It was spraying. It became dry, so I saw the smoke. I pulled over and I checked. I found the rip, and it was all dry up in there. So I went to a store, got some Gorilla Tape and some grease, packed it in there, taped it, drove maybe 300 miles, a little more, and then the tape came off. So I did a pit stop again and re-greased it, re-taped it. I put a little more tape the second time, thinking it would hold more. And then I, maybe hour later, I noticed, well, actually, I was going down the hill, and the car just turned off. I lost all the power, and anyways, I pulled over. I couldn't start. I thought I was out of gas, and then I did some research, and I saw the same place where the CV axle was ripped. All that duct tape came off and got tangled up against some wires. There was some wires nearby. I didn't even really notice. They were for the fuel tank. So those wires got ripped. Car died. It didn't start. Sucks. I had to get it towed. Luckily, there was a lady passing by. She knew a guy who came and gave us a tow. He towed the truck, the Durango, to the hotel in the shop in the city, small town. And luckily, that neighbor where we broke down, he let us keep the trailer there overnight for some time until we fixed the truck. So the next morning, luckily, the shop was able to fix it. They untangled the wires. The wires got wrapped around the CV axle in the back, and they untangled it, fixed it, and they actually was able to put a little, like a temporary boot on the CV axle. O'Reilly sells them. They're like $30. So they fixed that, and luckily, a couple hours. Well, I guess we lost like 20 hours overnight. We slept, and lost the day, I guess. But now back on the road. We made it all the way to Missouri so far. Next stop in a couple hours, 2-3 hours, we got Memphis, and then 12 hours to Orlando. So last 1,000 miles left. Hopefully no other issues. Also, I had to readjust some weight, because I guess the reason the boots ripped, because all the weight was pressing down on the tongue weight. So the back of the Durango was just sagging and squatting so much, that so much pressure on the axles, and even my driver's side. So one side ripped, and the other side had some grease squeezing out of the edges of the boot as well. So just too much, I think too much weight, too much force, too much for this Durango. It's a big heavy trailer, 7,000 pounds. Not built for this, and not meant to do such a long drive with so much weight. So I actually adjusted the weight again in the back, put more weight towards the back of the trailer, lighter stuff in the front. And now I got less squat, but I feel more sway when I'm towing, so I'm trying to stay 65, 60 miles an hour. Trucks are passing me, everybody's passing me, as you can see, but just safer. And that I've still got that sway bar attached, but I feel like it's doing less work now. The less weight in the back of the Durango, the more sway, but better for the CV axles and the whole drivetrain. Less force, less pressure, less weight. So let's go. We're almost there, home stretch. I guess it could have been a lot worse. Engine transmission still fine. Does not overheat at all. Still drives fine. I'm getting a horrible MPG, 8 miles per gallon, 8 miles per gallon. I'll show you a screenshot at the end of the road trip, my average miles per gallon, but it sucks. I was hoping for like 20, 18, but I guess heavy trailer sucks. And the gas prices are record high right now, so it's not helping at all. But thank God, big stuff like engine transmission didn't break. We're still driving. A couple $100 spent on towing and a couple hundred on the shop repair the wires, the axle. So still driving. Also, very important thing I forgot to mention, which I just had to learn by experience, by mistake. So make sure your tires are pumped up all the way. So on the sidewall, read what it says, max PSI on cold, and pump them up. So my trailer tires should be 50 PSI at cold, and my back Durango tires, they say 44 PSI at cold. So make sure you're maxed out. If it's less than that, that means the tires are more squished, and they're squished more and they rotate, they generate more heat inside, and they'll get hotter and have an uneven wear. I'll show you a picture later. My trailer tires, first I took off, they were like maybe 35 PSI, and that actually kind of ruined them. Outside tread got like choppy, like bumps and like chunks missing. So I'll show you, but make sure pumped up all the way, trailer, back tires for the Durango. That's important. Supra, sick. Hey, also what I just noticed, I started following this oversized mobile home, and I actually noticed a big difference in my MPG. Before I was going like 60 miles an hour, 62, 63, and I was getting about 10.5. But now I'm following this big guy, and I'm going even faster, 66, 68, sometimes 72, and I'm getting an average of 15, 16 miles per gallon, which is really nice. Little gas saver, especially with the current gas prices. But I'll do some more testing over here and see how true this really is. And this is what I was talking about. I'm not sure why that happened, but see, missing chunks. So weird. But I think that's probably because I had low tire pressure the first half of the trip. I think I had about 35 PSI. So that kind of got ruined. So the middle is good, but the sides are missing chunks. So odd. If you guys know exactly why, if anybody knows why this happened, maybe let me know in the comments. Okay guys, we made it to Florida, just north of Orlando. Finally here. About 6 days of drive, but here's the recap. Basically, the truck is not really meant for this. The Durango is not meant to tow so much weight, such a big trailer. The trailer is bigger than the car itself. So I wouldn't recommend it. A couple of things to recap. My CV axles, CV boots got ripped. I luckily got it fixed at the shop. I did have to tow it into a shop, sleep overnight, and have it fixed next morning. Some wires got ripped by the gas tank because of the boot and the duct tape that I put on. So that was a little hassle. I did notice last 400 miles of the trip, I got some extra vibration in the back. I think it was the driver's side, the other, because the boot got ripped on the passenger side. So I'm guessing it's either the bearings or the CV axle again, or not again, but the other side. Oh, hopefully not the transmission or the differential, but this is it. We got it unloaded. Garage full of stuff. Pretty packed. We got it all out here. My girlfriend's being shy. Okay. But anyways, yeah, I wouldn't tow this again over 3,000 miles. I would just try to find a truck, unless you really have to, and then take your time loading up right. A lot of weight in the back, very light in the front. From all that sagging, all the force I had on the back axles, I started getting issues. So hopefully that vibration is not a big deal. Also, I did blow, I think halfway through, I noticed, I think I blew the manifold, exhaust manifold on the front. Because when I start on cold, it's super loud. It's like clapping sound. And then when it warms up, kind of goes away after, 20 minutes. So I gotta get that checked out. But besides that, she made it. 10 miles per gallon average. But it's not meant to do such a big weight. Look at the size difference. Big trailer, little SUV. So get yourself a truck and don't have to go through all the hassle, all the stress. The tow bar that I had, it started being less effective towards the end. So I had to tighten it way more as far as I could. And I was still getting sways. Trailer was swaying, even going 60 miles an hour. But yeah, just get yourself a truck. Well, thanks guys for watching. Don't forget thumbs up, like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.